Okay, so now we're going to talk about a few things that can go wrong when you're sewing. Remember, when you're going to thread your bobbin, you have to bring the thread under the pressure foot through the bobbin thread guide and then wrap it around your bobbin. Cut your thread. And pull it down. If this jumps out and you wind your bobbin like this, many things can happen. For one thing, in here, all the thread went around the bobbin spindle instead of in the bobbin. That's not going to work. You need to pull that off and cut it off. Remember that your bobbin must be engaged. That means that the thread has snapped securely behind the bobbin stitch finger. If that hasn't happened, and you don't engage the bobbin, you will not get a secure stitch. You can tell in the back that your bobbin thread is just floating along all by itself, and your upper thread is just laying on top. This is not a secure stitch. It's easy for that stitch to just pull completely out, and you won't have any clothes on. If that happens. So always make sure that you can see your bobbin thread engaged across here, across the top of the bobbin, and that you've snapped everything in securely. When everything's securely snapped in there, you don't need to bring your bobbin thread up. You should just plain be able to stitch. Notice now that the bobbin thread is even in, out, in, out. Remember, the thread needs to come under, over, through, down here, back up, through the thread take-up lever, and back down here. If it jumps out of the thread take-up lever, you will see it here, and you'll have trouble. If you try to sew like that, you're going to hear a loud noise and get a big knot. So let's just see what that looks like. Hear that noise? That means stop. If your fabric is stuck, wiggle your hand wheel so the take-up lever goes up and down so that you can disengage your threads. If everything is still stuck, you don't want to yank on it. You need to cut your fabric out of there. Otherwise, you can damage the machine. There's what happened when my upper thread wasn't engaged in the thread tension. Sometimes you'll try to turn your machine on and nothing will happen. It's probably not plugged in. Check your outlet and your cords here.